Welcome back to Gaming Assembled. Today is part 18 of our Inheritance Roleplay series. Thank you for joining us. Before we start, we'd love to hear from you. So like, comment and subscribe to the channel and interact with us on social media. And thank you to Alexandra Baldock and Ismail Hussein for subscribing already. Let's get started. Okay, so welcome back. We are back in Ireland. Obviously, we've had quite a lot of CK3 content in Game of Thrones and other things lately, but we are continuing on with our Inheritance series. So cast your mind back to our last episode, and what happened previously was we managed to expand our realm slightly. Not through conquest, because that's not what King Niall's about. He's not a warlike king, if you remember. He's more about maintaining control. He borders a little bit on paranoia, perhaps. He's been betrayed a lot by family in the past. Friends are more what he leans more towards, with possibly the exception of his son and things like that. So he relies heavily on his friends and connections in that way. And he's rather distrustful of family and what they would get up to, what their motivations are. Are they trying to come and take what's his? And this is, in the past, it's sort of prompted some of his worst instincts to come out. So we're going to continue the episode today. And, I mean, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hold court in a second. But what I'm thinking is that from our perspective as King Niall, one of the things, as I said, that does trigger us is our family and are they going to betray us? Now, in the last episode, we had previously been allied to our cousin, who is the Duke of Brittany, as you can see. And the idea is that, as you can see, he's broken away from us. You know, his alliance with us has ended. And so the idea is that he's decided to go his own way, and so it's probably to do with the family connection that's gone. I mean, he is of obviously, we've got the same grandfather, King John, but obviously he's down a different branch of the family, probably, I would imagine, one of John's daughters, so a maternal line that got married off. But he is our cousin, and he did support us initially, but given how he is, he's arbitrary, he's vengeful, can we trust him? I mean, he's obviously a good commander, he's a good fighter. From our perspective as King Niall, who has been betrayed a lot by his family, can we now trust him? Can we sort of rely on him to not involve himself in trying to take over our realm? I don't know. So I'm wondering now whether we would possibly be wanting to take action. It's not about conquest, it's not about expanding our realm and painting the map green, it's simply about, is our cousin coming to try and take what's ours? That's the question. And I think King Niall wouldn't take any chances. I don't think he would sit back and just wait to see what happens. Yes, we have our web of alliances, but I think he'd want to stamp that out. He's fell foul to waiting around before, so I think that is what we're going to look at trying to do in this episode, trying to secure our borders, so to speak, at least in our minds. This is something that we will we'll struggle with mentally, and it'll torture us a little bit. Is he going to betray us? Is he not? So what we're going to do is we're going to start fabricating a claim. We'll also get a bit of control there, but we're going to start fabricating a claim on some territory in Brittany and start moving against him. We have our alliances. We should have enough men to be able to successfully take him. He's got 8,500 men, just over. He's got his alliance with Dorset, who's another, better part of 4,000. So, but we have people like the King of France on our side. We've got Scotland. We've got a large web of alliances. You know, while the King of France is still living, we might as well use that connection. You know, he's got 23,000 men, so it shouldn't really be a problem. It's just a case of trying to get a claim, which we can do. So we'll work on that, and I think that makes perfect sense for us from a roleplay perspective. How do we try and, secure ourselves and keep our realm safe? Prove that we can live up to our father and grandfather in terms of the what they managed to achieve. And so that's what we're going to do. So, let's hold court, shall we? So, let's bring everybody in, gesture for the line to approach. A haggard-looking peasant now stands in front of me. My lord, I beg for your help. A monster prowls in the forest of Devon, killing cattle and farmers alike. Few have seen it, but the mangled remains of its poor victims leave no doubt. It's clearly a huge bear, as bloodthirsty as few have ever been seen. Please send your strongest hunters to save us from its voracious jaws. So take this golden hunters yourself. My personal champion, Peter, will slay the beast. Okay. So our personal champion, Peter, is probably absolutely bricking it right now because he is a bishop and has a martial prowess score of 3. So he's our friend, but he's probably going, really? No, I don't think so. But, you know, I don't think we go and fell the beast ourselves. That's not us. We're not the brave hunter. I don't even think we've got any interest in hunting at all. You know, we'll drink to its defeat, but we're not bothered about going to defeat it ourselves. And that sounds like your problem. Well, I think we'd want to do something about it. As I say, we're about trying to maintain control, and if there's something destroying that control, then obviously that's not going to be good. I don't think, as I say, we'd go and fight it ourselves. Take the gold. I think we have faith in our friend, and we send him, and he can go and change his pants on the way back. So we'll do that. Let's send Peter, and the monster was triumphant. Peter died. Whoops. So bye, Peter. That's our friend, unfortunately, but you know, I mean, we had faith in him, but he kind of let us down a little bit. They got some more prowess in the process. So that's good, but yeah. Oops. Anyway, but I do think that would have fit with us from a roleplay perspective at the very least. So that's something. So Peter died for a good cause. The Duke of Connacht, my vassal, strides forward, clearly eager to hear my response to his petition. My liege, I don't even know what that word is. That one. Someone of that house is among the greatest houses of Ireland. Connachtian counsel should always be heard by the king. So, right, so he's saying that his house is amongst the great houses of the realm, and he needs to be on the council. Excluding your most qualified and prominent followers only serves to sow division and mistrust. So, let's see. He is a fairly good, he would be a fairly good chancellor, to be fair. Who is my chancellor at the moment? Let's see if I can come off this. There we go. So our chancellor at the moment is him. So, why is he complaining? I don't understand. So, oh, I see. So he wants the rights, doesn't he? He wants me to guarantee him a spot on the council. He's not happy with just being there. Okay. Well, this might be work to our advantage then. So, right. So I've got this one. Always have my ear. So I get a weak hook on him, and he gets that in his contract, and he likes me a bit more. Okay. Only if Connacht's borders are never altered, so he gets forced partition and he gets that in his contract, and he loses a bit of opinion of us. In exchange for greater commitments, of course, so he gives me more taxes. Isn't it enough to be Duke? Well, we in the past have talked about money being, money brings power, money brings control. So maybe we'd go with that one. I don't think we'd do it just for a favour. I mean, there's nothing really he can give us that we really want. So I don't think there's anything in particular that we would want a favour from him for. I mean, we could do a marriage perhaps, but I don't think we'd really want that. We're not bothered about that. So I think we fine, you can have it, but we'll go with the greater commitments. I mean, he's one of the main vassals in the realm anyway, so chances are either him or his successor will probably be on the council anyway. So he doesn't really give us, take much away from us. My lord, I represent the religious community of Kilkenny. While rummaging through our modest archive, we have come across a very peculiar book. The cover was dusty, the binding fragile, and the pages were yellowed by time, but it contained the most unusual drawings, and the script itself was unknown to us all. We are certain it is unique in the world, a long-lost vault of knowledge, a true treasure. That's why we offer it to you. Perhaps it's the original copy of the Will of God, or it's a memoir from the world's creation. Could also be a cookbook or something like that, but we've no idea because no one can read it, and that's kind of the point. Thanks, I'll add it to my collection. I get a mysterious book, and that gives me some extra prestige, bro. Fascinating call for my antiquarian. So there's a chance I increase my learning there. Okay. So, who cares about books? Right. I don't think we're particularly bothered about learning. We're not a particularly learned individual. We've got no particular claims towards sort of being of that disposition. I don't think we'd just say, who cares about books? I think we'd just stick it in the collection. I think that's probably what we'd do. I don't think we'd really have that much of a care about it, but, I don't think we'd chuck it away either. So, I mean, can we now add that to, is it a court artifact, or, no, it must be a personal one. Maybe we can, can we, I don't know. Okay, well, maybe it takes a minute to appear. I've no idea. Why have we just got a load of overwhelmed by stress? Is that because somebody died? Who are you? Your counsellor Morlula disappeared without a trace, and my friend Peter died. So that's where the stress has come from, because my friends died. Okay, well that's my doing. Maybe it was a mistake to send Peter. I thought from a roleplay angle, maybe that would. Oh, it must have been our bishop, the guy who's just died as well. Got a new bishop, perhaps. Oh, he's fairly good. So yeah, that's probably my mistake, really. I knew it was going to die. The bear was just going to, rip him to shreds. So maybe I should have done something else. Maybe I should have said that's a you problem and kept my friend alive. Maybe that would have been better from a role play. But as I said, the way I was thinking was more of a I trust my friend sort of role play sort of perspective. But hey ho, never mind. Well, let's see if we can do something about stress. Not a lot at this moment in time. Oh, there we go. We can go for a drink. Perfect. And we'll talk to our friend as well. There we go. Perfect. So we're now no longer stressed. Okay. So, as I said then, so we are looking to fabricate a claim over here. And I think this is going to be the way forward. Irrigation, bringing life. I am present on the day that the levees will be brought down to bring water into my new network of ditches in the Mormerdom of the Isle of Man. It takes hours for the water to start spreading properly. The ground is still hard and inhospitable, and much work remains, but the water is fresh and will in time bring new life to this soil. As the rivulets become a stream, I reflect on all that my work has taught me. Even decades from now, we will reap the reward of this. So I get 1 stewardship point, or perk even, and the Mormerdom of the Isle of Man gains irrigation ditches for 20 years, and that improves development. Fantastic. So that's good. Let's see what we're going to do perk-wise. So I think, which one were we going down? I mean, we were talking about an aspect of control. I mean, so obviously there's this one that we could look at, which is more, again, getting us more money. Maybe, you know, it's my domain. Maybe we would that way. The other one would be this way, perhaps. Large levies, likable, direct vassal opinion. So that's more administration kind of way. Yeah, I think maybe that way. That makes more sense to us. We're about trying to hold it all together and make it work. Suppose we could look at this. He wants to make us some armor. I think, again, if we're looking at control and protecting ourselves and being a bit vulnerable and suspicious of others, maybe we could. That's a lot of money to spend right now, and we're going to be looking at getting claims soon, so we'll leave it for now. But, we've got another perk. Large levies. Yeah, we'll go that way. That'll be useful for the war in Brittany. Degraded artifact, reuse. Alright, this is another one of those again, the Bill Polearm. We looked at this before, we had this once before. She's saying that it's now too late and whatever. It's not that bad. I mean, that's just silly. So, pay 38 to repair it. Fine. Might as well do the dagger while we're at it, and then that's it. But yeah, I mean, that's just silly. Now it can still be saved. I lose 37, so there we go. So lost a load of money there, but we're gaining a bit more fairly quick. So every courtier gained 10 opinion of me because of a well-organised court. That's good. And councillors gained court trait. So our daughter, my daughter, and my bishop and 4 others gained the intrigue courtier. Oh, excellent. So they're slightly better at intrigue. Call to war. To the perceptive King Niall of Ireland, I call you to honour our alliance and join me on the Alban war for the Duke Ardgal's claim on the earldom of Cumberland. So, King of Scotland basically is calling me into the war against the King of Norway. Yeah, why not? He's our ally. Let's do this. So what we'll do is we will just send our troops over and we'll just attach onto his army and we'll see what happens. We'll let him lead the war. It's his war. We'll let him do it his way, but we'll just give him the men to do it. Catholic Holy Order founded. The Order of Calatrava has been established in Montieri in France. The faithful prepare for war. Okay. So the papal envoys reached our court, bringing news from the Vatican. Pope Victor issued a call to arms for all the righteous Christian rulers as a Catholic king. I am expected to prepare my men in support of this most holy cause, sponsored by the Universal Church itself. To all those who will take the fight against the vile heathens desecrating the holy grounds of Pomerania. So this is in, the Balkans. Wow, okay. So that could be interesting. So I think definitely we'd do this because, again, our character King Niall is all about trying to show that he is up to the task. He's paranoid about being the lesser of his ancestors and things like this. And his ancestors, particularly his grandfather, did this a couple of times. They went on crusade. I think George did as well. But so I think he would, because he'd see this as something that is expected of him and whatever to make his rule just as good as everybody else's, his other the other kings of Ireland. So again, I think in terms of who we would give it to, I mean, I don't think we would make any of our cousins our beneficiaries. Again, these are people who we don't necessarily trust, but we trust our family, our direct family, sort of our children and things. So there's one daughter there. I mean, I wonder. Now, we can't make her the beneficiary. I was going to think, because we're her heir, make her the beneficiary. But no, that's fine. Let's go with our daughter. So she would be our beneficiary. Excellent. That's fine. So we will look at doing that. And it looks like the Crusade is going to win. I mean, look at that. So all we need to do is get a decent war score and we should be fine. So that'll be good. Right. So that'll be another thing for us to do. So let's get these troops over to Scotland. We'll join on to the King's army. And we'll see how this war goes. Hide and peek. What in the world was my daughter you are doing in that wardrobe and in the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, she claims. She looks like a ghost, shaking, eyes wide open, staring at the walls. Oh no, I know what happened. She must have seen two of the Chandlers plucking a goose together. The poor girl looks shocked. I would not be surprised if she will find intimacy difficult when she grows up. Well, she's 13. She's sort of learning the ways of the world. So this is basically a birds and the bees kind of event. So she can become chaste, or we can talk her into it, and she can become lustful. Well, given our adulterer heritage, sort of preferences, maybe we'd go more with that way. I mean, when you're an adult, you'll understand. I don't think we've got this particular Christian message to give across, so perhaps we go with that. So who are we missing on the council? We're missing a chancellor. So as that guy who insisted on having a court position, has he died now? Let's have a look. Yes, he has. So now we have him, who at the minute is underage, so he'll demand a court position when we get there, but which will be a bit of a pain actually. Can we change that back? So council rights. There we go. That'll does the job. I don't think we want him being able to dictate and tell us what we're doing. That's not the way we roll. So we'll make our son, put him on the council as our chancellor, and that should be fine. Thick as thieves. As of late, I often see my son and heir, Prince George, and my steward, Duke Trengus, around the castle. Deep in conversation, they truly seem to have found common ground. That's very good. To see such friendship grow, I will help it bloom. So, again, we value friends. We're less keen on family, but I think we'd encourage that. So that's fine. Right, so seems to be taking a very long time to get over here, but I don't want to run afoul of a big army on my own. My son, with a tired yet blissful smile, Cathan, presents me with a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Well, let's go with a good Catholic name like we've done all the others. Let's see. Have we had an Andrew? Don't think we've had an Andrew so far. Yeah, we'll go with that. In fact, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with Andrew. So, that's fine. We're not going to give him an education trait or a guardian quite yet. We'll wait till he gets to about 6 before we do that. And as per usual. Right, they're going to come and intercept me, aren't they? So, that's not good. I want to avoid them if I can. Need to be careful how I link up. So we'll go... Perhaps go wide, maybe. See if we can cut through. I'll lose 100 men in the offing, but now they're going to come up and get me, aren't they? Yeah, they're coming for me. Don't really want to get caught out by them if I can help it. So I think what we'll do is we'll head back that way and we'll cut in through Wales. We'll head back across to Ireland. At least we're drawing them away to leave the King of Scotland to do his thing. So we've drawn them away entirely. Kept him off his back for a while, but it's not been massively helpful. No, we want to go through a land route. Don't want to spend a load of money just getting across to him, so we'll speed it up a little bit. Missing village. Lit only by a single candle, my finger pauses on an entry in the ledger. Something is not quite right. Soon I am searching through every record from the Mormaerdom of Ossory I can find. At last, it is clear as day. It seems as if an entire village has gone missing from the taxation records. The tax collector in Ossory must investigate. I shall travel to the village personally. Villagers go missing all the time, pay no heed. Okay, well, need investigation myself. Oh, we're being raided up here, look. Let's go up there and deal with that, and then we'll carry on and head over to support the King of Scotland. After days of travel, I find that the village that is missing from my records not only is thriving, absolutely thriving, but the villagers insist they do pay their taxes. Brenaid is the Baroness tax collector, has not been entirely honest, and he now has questions to answer. Those funds were vital to the defence of Ossory. Brenaid, the tax collector in Gowran, is terrified, not least because of the hulking soldiers I brought to his manor. Oh, please, I will do anything to earn your forgiveness. You will be forgiven in the dark. So I imprison him. I could use someone who owes me their life. So let's have a look. Is he actually useful for anything? So he's basically been a bit crooked and he's been pocketing the money himself. I haven't really got a use for him, to be honest. I mean, he could be a decent knight, I guess. But is he already my knight? Yeah, I think he already is. So I don't know. I don't know if he's my knight or what. But so I get a weak hook on him that way anyway, or I kill him. Well, I wonder, I mean, betrayal in a way is kind of our thing, but we are forgiving. So, I think we go half and half, we'll stick him in prison. Right, so, missing village, the taxes levied on my peasants can be hard at times, however, the recent events have shown me life is hard. No kindness I can show will change that. I have learned so much. Excellent. So let's just get this. To do with languages. Yeah, we'll get that one. And then we can get down and get likable. There we go. So there's our loot recovered. Let's go down and see if we can help him. Oh, his troops are up here now. He must have fought and lost a battle. So I think that was a betrothal I'd previously set up, I think. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it was here. So that was... Who is he? Right, okay, so it's an alliance between him and me and him. So it's sealing that in. It's making him so he doesn't betray me. That was what that was about. We're finding a way around things. Right, the crusade is about to start, so we need to get on with that. So where's he going? He's going down here. Right, let's quickly link up with his army, if we can. Well, oh, it's gone off already. Before we could link up with him. Let's see if we can sneak past these guys and get down and join up with him. Gonna loot now. No, that's bad. Okay, well that didn't go so well. So I think what we'll do is we're just gonna leave him to his fate now. We've come to his help. We've fought a battle. We've lost a bit. We'll leave it up to him. The Crusade is calling us. We'll do that instead. Right. So as a stray arrow whizzed past my head in the yard, I feel nothing, no fear, no anger, no panic. This has been par for the course recently. I feel as if I exist behind a curtain, keeping me from feelings and the world. And I am so tired. I think I will go back to bed. So we're a bit depressed, I think, with the looks of things. So what is the meaning of it all? Why do we go through these motions day after day after day? Motivation and energy escapes me as my life sinks into grey dullness. I feel I should be panicking, but even that is beyond me now. It's all too much. Again, melancholic, so I'm a bit depressed. Oh dear. Who did we lose here? Steward. Well, I guess we could do that then. I think was that the guy who was, no, it's a different guy. I was going to say, was that the guy who who was just ripping us off on in that village, but it isn't, it's a different dude. Right, so we've got 4,000 men, not quite as many as I would like. There's our claim for Brittany, but that can wait for another day. What is our claim on there? So we could try and get multiple claims, I suppose, but what am I doing? There we are, that one for Van. Oh, we can try and get another one while we're at it. Let's get that one. And I don't know if we'll be able to try and take more than one at a time, but we can try. Right, let's get over there. So first thing, we're going to lead the army ourselves. As I say, I think that's not that because we're particularly warlike, we're not, but because I think we want to show that we can be just as much the good king, you know, that everyone wants us to be as our father and grandfather were. So I think that's our motivation for doing all this. So let's get ashore. Let's try and get some points under our belt towards getting some contribution from this, getting something from this campaign. Oh, I think we might have gone a bit late, but they were a bit weak anyway. But so we didn't gain anything from it, but never mind. St. George has granted King Inver victory in the crusade for Pomerania. After defeating Hens and his heathen warriors on several occasions, our warriors forced the enemies of the faith to admit their ignominious defeat. With the occupied lands firmly under the leadership of a pious Catholic ruler, we can rest assured that the divine will of St. George has been enacted. And this is a glorious day for all those followers of the cross. So who is he? So he is from... Who are they? Duchy of Valletta. So that's... Where is Valletta? So it's neighbouring. So he didn't have come very far to go. So that's good for their dynasty, I suppose. But anyway, there we are. Okay, so and my other friend has died. So he died from his wounds. So we're losing quite a few friends. I suppose we can go back and go and help Scotland again. But yes, we seem to be losing quite a few friends and things. One due to perhaps my own mistake, but another one in battle, and that's not so good for us. So there we go. Hook on our spy master. That might not be a bad, thing. Try and get a liking us a little bit more though. And we'll go from there. Demand payments. We can do that from her, our spy master. So yeah, we'll take some money off her and 50 from her. Why not? Okay, so I think we'll head back over here. We'll see if we can help him with his war just to finish off. We've got another son who we will call Gregory. Why not? Sounds like a good name. Our Duke, right, so okay, so this is the guy who inherited Duchy of Connacht. I'd be delighted if your daughter could visit my court to meet her peers. I hope she will attend, as I have been waiting for an opportunity to see her. Okay, well, he's lustful and deceitful and gluttonous, but the lustful bit is inviting my daughter over, who is, how old is she? He is 14. And she is 15. Oh, aye. Okay, fair enough. Well, it can be there, but, chaperoned. But there we go. So, now, I want to land here. Let's land there. And so she's now come of age. She's already betrothed anyway to this guy, who I can't remember who he is. Parents... Duke of, so one of our alliances. So there we go. So we're sieging this down. I think we'll do this. Fulfill our oath to the King of Scotland, who rather stupidly sent some men to go and attack the main body of their troops there. And this should hopefully help them to finish off this war. Let's see this event. Prandial excess. Each day it seems my court is abuzz with talk of the next banquet, and many have grown rather more portly as of late. The culinary activity is fueled by Queen Cathan, Guta, and Bildabeo, constant vying to demand the most memorial meal from my overworked cooks. Today it is my wife Catherine who rules. My liege, tonight I am having the kitchens prepare the richest sauce known to man, served with a 10-bird roast, licking her lips hungrily. Archbishop Dundact sighs disapprovingly. These fleeting pleasures are nothing compared to God's grace. So, where am I? I don't know where I am to look at my traits, but the point is that I'm not particularly greedy. I'm more about drink rather than food. But I can't wait. Only the best for my court. The extravagance has gone too far. Will you never be satisfied? So, I mean, these are very religious focused. Although we went on a crusade just now, I don't think that's really what we're about. I just noticed we got a lot of money from that. Great. But anyway, so there's... I don't think we're particularly bothered about the religious side of things. Only the best for my court. Maybe we go for that. I can't wait. I think we go for that. Not from a love of food way, not from an anti-religious way, but more of a, I've got something to prove kind of way. So I think we go with that. Right, we can get that armour now. I think we'll do that inspiration. I think we'd certainly want to do that. We've just got that land down, and so this will be the last of it pretty much. The King of Scotland's war is going fairly well, and we've done our duty as his vassal. Not his vassal, his ally even. We've done our bit to support him, I think. Let's go down here, and we're making a bit of money off ransoming people back who we've captured as well, which is nice. Inspiration, someone to impress. Lately my efforts to impress have fallen flat. My friendship with Duke of Brittany is on shaky ground. It's a mess. Yeah, well, that's probably because we don't trust him anymore. However, I've got a brilliant idea. I have my knights build a bao, add a dedication to the masterpiece he is making. The flattered dedicee... yes, that. I can't say it. Will be deeply touched by my generosity and munificence, and will have no choice but to like me more. No, I don't want him to become my friend because he's our cousin and we don't trust him. So I think we do that. We don't trust him. It's not what, you know, he chose to drop away from us as an ally, and so therefore we take action against him. I've trawled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the county of Cornwall. Indeed, I could even argue you're rightful lord over the Duchy of Brittany. There we go. All of Brittany will be mine. Excellent. And we have a course of action for next time, I think, to remove our cousin from power. Let's have a drink. And so my lord, my knight, waves me over to a covered armour stand. He is trying to keep a professional demeanour, but I can see the fire in his eyes. He tells me his work is done. With a flourish, he rips the fabric covering away, and my eyes grow wide. A wooden shield of excellent craftsmanship, constructed from sturdy oak planks and bound together with a rim of wrought iron. The edge is inlaid with boar tusk and painted with images of the cross. Magnificent. So we've got excellent craftsmanship. And I think that must be this guy's war pretty much done, surely. There's not a lot left. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to siege this down, and then we are going to leave that, finish it there for today. So let's just put our, where's that armour? No, it's one for the court, evidently. Right, there we go. So my acquaintance, who is she? She's just somebody we've met at some point. Right, so she's died. That war is won. We'll quickly pop to the royal court to put up our new shield on the wall. There we are, beautiful. Thank you very much. I'll add something nice to us. And next time, we will hold court again, and we will look at removing our cousin from power, from the situation where he could threaten us. I think we still have our alliance with France. Yes, we do. So that will be our course of action for next time. And as I say, remove the potential threat of family on our realm and take things forward. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Really enjoy hearing from you in the comments. Please give me your thoughts as to the direction we're going. Do you think this is the right way? Do you think there's something else we could do? I'd love to hear from you. But as ever, thank you for joining us once again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.